course, it requires money. But I made a few equipment changes. Well, not this one. This week, dug out the trash. This chair that I sit in now, it's an office chair over there. I think Dad has his recliner, so I just borrowed this over here, and I can kick my leg up on the side of the couch if I want, but it really helps with my back and everything when I sit and rest more. I tried to put pillows inside the couch because it was sinking and stuff, but Zeke's improvements to it didn't improve it. Just like him, the foam pad I used to have on that mattress to make it more comfortable that he tore up didn't improve sleeping on the bed any, because sleeping on those sleeping bags as opposed to that foam pad because you need you need support, but you also need it to be able to contour to you somewhat to help your shoulders and the other thing when you sleep in your neck, and otherwise it gets real sore and remains consistent. After a while, it builds up on you and your body, especially when you're being poisoned and you're trying to recover. So, and your body's been attacked, it needs to recover. And it's hard to do when you don't have good conditions to recover in, right? So it's funny, I was in there shooting balls in the rec hall and having inner conversations with people. It's like, no, Earl, $2 million a month is LeBron James and Kevin Durant type money. Oh, that's $24 million a year, isn't it? That's a lot of make-believe bullshit to give the bullshit artist to say, hey, be nice to me. You're like, fuck, I didn't think about it that way, because I'd give it away. $2 million I could live off for the rest of my days, even if, they didn't submit to the Lord's Prayer and I lived to be 104. Okay. That's how good I am at doing things right. And, so I'm like, so if they kept a consistent, hey, steady. And so, I'm sitting there looking, I go, yeah, so I just like, who are we going to, call my kids over, have them over and come stay around me. And then who are we going to give money to next? Who needs it next? Who's your friend? Apple Core. So, okay. So, I would just be like that. So, so I didn't see it as like, oh, Kevin Durant, LeBron James type money, because that's $24 million a year. Oh, that's a lot of money to give away. Well, that would be work just trying to find all the people to give that away to. And then, helping them, and then they'd be trying Mayor Johnson or Mayor Kennedy of El Paso. Yeah, whatever. Okay. So, all these people, and they do things, and you're like, do you guys ever think that, because Jesus is intelligent, that the parables he tells you in the Bible that the wicked servant banker and that those were just parables to help you survive the Romans, because he was hoping and expecting like me, as he's a human being and not a god. And he was giving you instructions to help survive Roman occupation in the Hebrew nation for 2024, almost 25 years. He's a smart guy, right? He's a smart guy. Jesus loves you, right? Jesus loves you, and he hopes that you will accept the Lord's Prayer. But he knew then not to expect it, because he was having conversations with people in the future. Where with me, this morning I sat there and I connected to the officers at West Point, because I watched them on the football thing last night. And I remember some of the conversations I had with Jesus working behind that meat counter at Fry's Food and Drug on Highway 92 in Cochise County. And about the tie down and defeating Satan once and for all. So I was like, okay, so if they moved you to year 3000, that means there's still people doing the shit that they're doing to you today in the year 3000. Oh. So they invented the conditions to move you around 2000. And then they moved you in 2000 to 3000. And there's still people like these assholes today that are denying the Lord's Prayer, operating and doing shit in 3000. Oh, that's fucked. It takes a lot of my hopes and goes, whoop, yeah, Greek wedding, big fat Greek wedding, yeah. And I got a gun in my room, right? Shit, So I'm sitting there going, oh, fuck. Well, that's not good. That means more children dying from heart disease, cleft lips, mercy ships, cancer, Shriners commercials, cocky, greedy women with big butts saying, don't you wish you had enough money to fuck me? Don't you wish you were Donald Sterling or Magic Johnson? No, because they're assholes. And so, you're like sitting there, oh, fuck, well, that sucks. Wow, duty, honor, and country. Fuck. It doesn't have to mean that. Your duty is to honor your mother and father, because without your mother and father, you wouldn't have a perception of country. And if your mother and father, are the Mecca of leadership, which is living the Lord's Prayer to save us from people that are murdering, marauding rapists from the sky with satellites, you can change, right? So you have options, What Suzuki tells me, is survive, stop, eliminate abuse, and recover. And he's going, you're better now than, yeah, I am. You're better now. Yeah. You're doing better now this year than during the Omicron. Yeah, that's right. I am. I can get up, move around and exercise more this year because, it's better than when Omicron, when I was recovering from my reaction to the vaccine. Because I trusted somebody. Yeah, don't trust Jennifer Lopez. She won't help you. She's got lots of money and no idea what's whack and what's dope. Don't trust her. Or the royal family of England, or any of those type of people. Don't trust that they will help you live the Lord's Prayer worldwide for children, not to have Shriners, cleft lips, mercy ships. Don't trust them, okay? They want to be the solution to the problem, but the solution to the problem is their money. It's like, gasoline, we don't need no water, let the motherfucker burn. They're crazy, okay? You can love them, but do it from afar, far away. They live in Miami. You live in, somewhere on the other side of the continent, or maybe dig a hole to China somewhere. I don't know where you can, because, what's his face? Sheldon's, going to tell the jokes. You can't dig all the way to China. It's like, from where, from what? Oh, I don't know, It doesn't matter. Well, I think it's probably because if you hit the molten core, you'd probably be, unless there was ways to dig in a mole man type, under the earth, and I don't know, science fiction. Jules Verne, do you care? No, that's retarded. If you can take trains and boats and planes to China, why would you dig through the center of the earth and put the entire planet and species at risk? Okay, just don't make no sense, right? Okay. I don't do stupid things. Just go, that whole Michael Crichton thing. You're so busy asking yourself if you could, you never ask yourself if you should. So, me, I love children. So, since I love children, and I'm the Messiah, right? But as far as, Suzuki's right, when he helps coach me through this stuff, as far as like any day now, because the technology can shift and start helping the stopping and elimination of abuse through having to use lethal means to stop people that are a threat to our planet and species, because they refuse to accept the Lord's Prayer's eternal, thoughts, language, and action perfection. Then I can have a woman in my life that's very pretty, and Esther. Esther has faith in God, believes in the Lord, and she's gorgeous, right? And this is the 21st century, so it's very tangible, that there's a brown-eyed girl out there that's close to mine or Amy's age, right? That knows who I am, like on Truman Show with the Italian model watching him and shit, that knows who I am but can't get to me, but wants to be there for me when I'm no longer captured and abused by these perverts. So I'm like, oh, that's true. So leave yourself open to, help your ex-wives and the kids psychologically through this hell and thank them for it, right? But then when you're done, it's like the woman that wanted to meet you but was denied access to you because of the perverts in the military. Okay. No, my ex-wives aren't denied access to me because of the perverts in the military. My dad's had the same phone number for like 30 years, and they can get through to it because of, it's not to be, I talked to Noah on Messenger. He said he would have killed me if I stayed with his mother. It was like, that's not true. If I stayed with your mother would have believed in me, and she would have stopped screwing all the guys at Fort Huachuca and hanging out with all the chicken shits that kiss ass to them because they're afraid of them. And you would have been like, my dad's the coolest, and drug dealers look at the ground when he tells them they should get their shit straight. And it's like, yeah. Okay. That's what, so I know Noah was mind fucked by a bunch of chicken shits that are scared of the perverts that sexually abused and groomed his mom in Cochise County. So I don't sit there and say, oh, that rotten kid. I was like, it's okay, son. Because I told him afterwards, I said, I know one day we'll all be together and we'll hang out. We'll get to hang out and, we'll get past this and he'll get over it. And I won't hold it against you and say, you rotten little bastard. I'll sit there and go, I know, Noah. And I just told him, your mom's a victim of perverts and you should be very patient, but you got to understand she was the one, my dad had Rise Norskog's Skype things with Angel when Angel was talking guys into masturbating and they were watching. She says, how big is his dick? Boy, I wish I could see it and all that. My dad had that before Tina and them all got together and kidnapped the kids and gave them back to Amy and the Fabres because I was this liar and a pervert. And I have the dialogue that Reich sent me in my footlocker. Okay. So I'm like, no wonder they all need Jesus to die for them in their sins because they don't believe in the living word. I get that shit. I understand. I'm not stupid. And they know it. But they keep telling themselves, Earl, you're wrong and I'm right. And I get that. And my thing is I just help them through. And when I'm in close proximity, you feel safe because you're around the Messiah that, brujas that come in and you raised your son to be a raping pervert who sells kids as human flesh for sex, for drugs. And I tell him he needs to straighten out and, cowboy, change your ways today or with us you will ride. And you have the audacity to come front on me, and he does too. At the place where I have to play extortion, where the U.S. government provides little girls to be raped to death in cartels so they can make Tyler Sheridan TV shows to sell products on TV. You guys sure about this? Okay. But, things can change at any moment. And just have hope that people will accept the Lord's Prayer instead of isolate, contain, and exterminate with Jeffrey Hinton's technology. Okay, have hope that we can do that. But in the meantime, stand up for the Lord's Prayer. Tell everybody let's live the Lord's Prayer. Earl's right. Living word is better than a cartoon character that's fucked up in your head and won't get up to live the Lord's Prayer for Earl, right? Okay, so I love you, right? So who gone and done did that thing down all right? Me. And all you physical scientists that's on. Change of address forms or change your ways. Ghost Riders in the sky, boys. Georgia satellites, don't give me low lines and keep your hands to yourself, right? All right, love you.